So the purpose of this video is to show you guys the X Practice add-on and how to use it to practice the Painsmith intermissions on Mythic. So first off, obviously, you grab your X Practice add-on, you install it, you come into game, you type /xp test, you pick the box on the top right, and it will spawn you into this zone. Now, your orientation is important here. You'll notice the purple portal is here, the green portal is here, and you want to be in this sort of area when you start. Just for reference, the spikes will be coming from this side, and the reason you want to start here is because this is where we'll be tanking on Mythic, and you want to sort of simulate running to the middle as you would in Mythic, right? So you hit the start button, it'll start it going. You have to click the roar button to speed yourself up, which again we will have in Mythic, and your controls are WASD, and you can spacebar jump if you want to. So there are only 2 patterns in Mythic, but it is essential that everyone in the raid knows both of them and can execute them pretty consistently. You get hit by the spikes in Mythic, you die, so you cannot get hit at all. So let's talk through the easy pattern first. So we hit the start button and we run to the middle. So we're stacking in the middle at the start of the phase. As soon as the fireballs come out, we look. It will either be on the far left or it will be on the far right. And this is the 2 phases, right? Like it either starts on the left or it starts on the right. And starting on the left is the easy one, which is this one. So we hard run to the left, we get to the gap, we bait fire, we run through. Now we're running at these balls. Now, the tempting path is to just run straight up here. The trouble with that is if you're just a tiny bit slow, you'll get clipped by these spikes coming in. The easier path is to just sort of like follow the spikes back and cut through this path instead. So you see me cutting over, nice and safe. Get fire, now we run back. Now, this is the dangerous part on the easy path. It is very tempting to just like run through this gap, or maybe even through this gap, and then get to, you can see the gap is here, it's this line, and then just like wait in the gap for the fire. That is like hard bait and wipes the raid. The problem with that is if you do that, you will bait fire on this tile or this tile, and the balls will block the other 2 tiles, and no one will be able to get through the gap. So what you do instead is you follow the balls up, but you bait the fire not in the line, and then you run through. So you'll see me, hopefully I'm following, but you'll know I could have ran through here, but I didn't. I just stayed behind the balls, bait the fire. As soon as the fire is done, we're good. So you can either cut through this way, or if you're really quick, but I really hope I don't do this, you could cut through that way. Always be safe. Like, right? Like, taking this risk, like, say you die 1 in 20 times. Well, what if you die on the one that was the pole? So I really hope I go this way. I'm a good boy. Look at me, being nice and safe. After this, we have 2 in the middle. These are completely free. No reason to die here whatsoever. We're just baiting. And then here, this could be left or it could be right. Doesn't really matter, because we're only dodging 1 more set, and then we're going back to the lock gate. So I see it's on the right. Just run up, double back through, and then what we want to do here is we want to get back to the lock gate behind this line. So this doesn't matter. We don't give a shit about this. All we're doing is just safely getting back. That was wrong. I should have went here. We're just safely getting back to the lock gate, and then what we want to do is bait fire off of the lock gate and then be ready to click it. So you'll see I baited the fire here, and then I move away from the fire. As soon as this fire explodes, that's when we click the lock gate, not before. The reason for this is that the lock gate will make you immune to the spikes, but you will still die to the fire zones. And if you imagine there's like 20 fire zones here, because we're like in Mythic, if you click the gate and get hit by the fire, you'll just die. So you wait, as soon as it explodes, bam, you click. You AFK here, you do not move, then you get the fire zone and you move out. And that spawns the ads. Okay, that's the easy pattern, like I say. Let's go over the hard pattern. So, hard pattern is basically it'll go right first. So, we group up in the middle. Like I said, hard pattern is on the right here. The problem with this is there's balls coming towards us, and the pattern is where we're going. So the solution here is to, again, always be safe. Always stay close to this line, never this line. You never want to put yourself in a position to be pincered between like these and these balls. But yeah, just gonna wait, run into this little gap here. Fire should spawn, balls move off, and we run through. This bit is kind of dangerous. You need to get ahead of these balls. It's not like the other pattern where you were like just chilling behind the balls. You need to get ahead of these. So you just, whatever way you find safe, like it looks like I'm going to go this way. That's perfect. You just run past them, and then get yourself into this lane or this lane as soon as you're able, because like these spikes are going to be coming here soon. Again, you'll notice this quality kind of sucks, but I could have just like juked into this lane, but I juked over more than I needed to. You always want to play safe, like always, always, always. Through here, this one's pretty free, right? You could either run through here, which is a tiny bit dangerous. The safer play would be to go like this. I don't remember which one I'm about to do. Ah, I'm a good boy. Again, always, always, always play safe. You can see that if you had ran through here, there is enough time, but you're setting yourself up to fail, right? You're setting yourself to be in a position where, like, maybe the spike's coming and you haven't crossed over quick enough. Just always, always, always be safe. Alright, then we got the two middle ones. We're just chilling. Just chilling, and then we're going right. So we're going right again. That could have been on the left. It wouldn't really matter, right? You dodge that lane, and then you make your way back to the lock gate safely. You bait off of it, you wait for them to explode, you take it, you wait for the next spawn, you move off, and we're good. So, get the X Practice Addon, practice the intermission, make sure you can do it consistently without dying. GG's.